All right, so welcome, Fit Chicks, to our team call. My name is Jamie. I am your coach, and I wanted to. The title of this call, or what this call is going to be about, is a review of Summit. So, what Summit is Summit is our annual coaches conference, and I'm going to try my best not to swivel, but I am soaking wet. I just finished working out, and long story short, but got plenty of water, and I'm ready to go. So, Summit is an annual conference that we have in our company that allows all the coaches, it's a coaches only event that allows all the coaches to come together and to celebrate and also to announce any new products that are coming up in the upcoming year, and also celebrating the achievements that have been won over the last year. So at the conference, it was this past weekend in Indianapolis, Indiana, at the Indiana Convention Center. We were there to celebrate all of the achievements from 2018. I had the honor of being on the top elite team, the top team in the entire company. So that was kind of amazing. We all got an opportunity to go up on stage and be recognized. Ashley, who was my coach, I was very proud of her because regardless, she could not have gotten where she was if she was not a good coach. So with that being said, it's a coaches only event. They have it once a year. It revolves around different cities. I think last year was in Indianapolis, this year was in Indianapolis, and next year we're going to Nolens. So I've already bought my ticket and I'm super excited about going. It focuses on the 3 pillars of what Beachbody coaching is all about. That's about exercise and accountability, nutrition, and personal development. So first, from the exercise and the accountability front, we worked out every single morning. We got up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Actually, the workout started at 6 o'clock. So we got up at like 5 o'clock or so, and we were hitting the pavement, workout clothes on. It's still completely dark outside, but there was over 40,000 coaches migrating to this one big sectioned off area in the city that we went to in order to do our workouts and everything. So we did it together. It was not one person going by themselves. We had the workouts. Then we also talked about nutrition. We had Alana, who is the founder of the 2B Mindset, which is one of the Beachbody nutrition programs, come on stage, share many success stories that were very inspiring and encouraging. We also had Autumn Calabrese, who is the creator of 21 Day Fix. She also came on stage and was sharing some details and additional information about the nutrition plan, as well as success stories. And it was truly amazing to see, not people who, not to say that we shouldn't celebrate 20 or 30, but these were people, real people, who had lost hundreds and hundreds of pounds of weight. So it was just very encouraging and very inspiring to see these individuals work so hard, to see their hard work pay off. So we talked about exercise and accountability, we talked about nutrition, and then we also talked about personal development. From the personal development standpoint, we had some of the top leaders in our company come on stage and give presentations, just, things to keep in mind, things to remember, best practices, tips and tricks and things like that. We also brought in some outside speakers. I don't know if you've ever heard of Rachel Hollis, but she was in the building. I love her to pieces. I have both of her books. I follow her podcast. I follow her Facebook morning show with her and her husband, Dave. She was as amazing off screen as she was on screen. It was phenomenal. We also had Jade Simmons, who this girl can play the piano like nobody's business. And she was also very uplifting and very inspiring and very motivating as well. So we were able to take in a lot of information and just get a lot of things done in those couple of days. It started on Wednesday. On Wednesday, you could come in for certification. So say, for instance, any of you have done 21 Day Fix, 80-Day Obsession, any of the programs, and you wanted to become a certified trainer. What that means is that you could go to your local community center or your local gym, and you can actually host a class, and Beachbody would endorse you as a trainer. So as people log onto the website and they're looking for someone to teach a course, then your name would come up and they would send the prospect, your information. So it's a really, really good opportunity for, if you want to do anything live. And then on Thursday, we have our opening session, kick things off. Friday is pretty much training, working out, and then party. Saturday, rinse and repeat, train, workout, party. Workout, training, and then we party. And then Saturday, there's a post-summit review, and then everybody pretty much goes home sometime around lunch or before. Another thing I wanted to say was from a nutrition standpoint, they also had meal plans that you could purchase, and you would just have a designated spot and a time to pick them up, as well as Shakeology bars. So I don't know if any of you have noticed, the shake that I drink every day is our Beachbody sponsored Shakeology superfoods. It's not a protein powder. It is a superfoods. It is not meant to be a weight loss supplement. It is a nutrient dense supplement. I'll go into a little bit more of that later on another call, but there were bars, just like at a bar, that you could go and place a drink order, or you could already pick up a pre-mixed drink of Shakeology. So that was kind of cool. Just being able to try out new recipes of things you maybe haven't tried before in your own hometown or in your own kitchen. It was just a very interesting opportunity. So now that I've kind of told you what Summit is, and I'm looking at my notes to make sure I don't get off topic or forget anything or roll over time, what were my thoughts about Summit? So this was my first year going to Summit as a new coach with a very small team. And I also took no one from my team with me because currently I don't have any other coaches on my team. So when I got to Summit, it was very overwhelming. I arrived on Thursday. I knew no one there personally. I had met several people. You recognize people's faces from the internet, but you've never really met them in person, face to face. So it was very overwhelming. It was very, I had a lot of anxiety. I didn't really, who do you go to and ask when you don't know anybody that's there? And just to be full disclosure, since this is Fit for Life Chicks, when I got to our meet and greet, because the first night we did have a meet and greet for just our team, I was one of 2 Black people or African-American females in a group of about 150 to 200 white American females. So needless to say, not only did I not know anyone there, but I was not even surrounded around my people. So that was kind of challenging in the beginning, got off to kind of a rough start. I did begin to question my purpose, like, why am I even here? Is this something that I'm sure I want to do? Obviously, this was not our market. This was not the place for me to be. My roommate was having issues getting there. She was, she had missed a flight, and then she was having health issues at home with her parents. So that was kind of up in the air. And I was like, oh my God, is everything, are all the stars aligning to tell me that I shouldn't even be here? Well, take a deep breath, and Friday morning, I wake up to an entirely different conference experience. We woke up Friday, went to the workout at 6 o'clock. During the pilgrimage, I'll say, to the workout arena, I ran into several, not only African-American females, but teams of African-American females. So that began to lift my spirits. My roommate arrived. We kicked it off well as 2 women who have never seen each other before in person and only have talked a very handful of times on Facebook. We kicked it off well. We had a great time. We still have a relationship. She actually just shipped me some stuff in the mail yesterday. So I will say that I was able, once I kind of got in my comfort zone, being around more African-American females, it kind of allowed me to open up and, really take in the Summit experience. So first day started off a little anxiety. I began to question if I should have even been there. By day 2, your girl was living her truth. I was truly, truly enjoying it and, living my truth. Another thing, and I'm sorry, I'm once again looking at my notes, make sure I don't want to forget anything. One thing I did feel as overall theme, the theme of this year's summit was you belong here. And I truly, truly felt, and this is not a sales pitch. This is not, me just being cheesy. I truly felt like I belonged there, from not only the type of person that I was, but just physically, the way that I looked, mentally, the place that I was in my life. I felt like I was around people who no one was trying to compete with the next person. No one was no one even really talked about what they did outside of Beachbody. There was no beauty contest. There was no dress contest. I mean, when I tell you, literally, you saw anything from ballroom gowns to sweatpants and t-shirts. You did what you did. We had a top coach, top elite, Raina Odell. I don't know if you follow her on Instagram. She purposely got up on stage and said that I'm not going to put on a dress and I'm not going to wear makeup because that is not me. And the entire auditorium just stood up and clapped because it was so awkward because everyone on stage had on dresses and she had on literally some Converse, some overalls, and a cute t-shirt, like a little graphic t-shirt. Her hair was French braided back in a ponytail and she was Raina, you know. And I think that just being able to be yourself in a community of so many women, because we know as women how it can be when you get too many women together, especially too many women doing the same thing together, it can become kind of catty and kind of chatty. But truthfully, unless I was just shielded and living in a bubble outside of it, I didn't witness any of that. Everyone was very friendly. Everyone was very welcoming because I guess at the same point that I was in, not knowing anyone there but my roommate, really, it's not like you're there with like 40 or 50 people that you know. The biggest teams I saw was like 10 to 15 girls, and then they just began to kind of migrate, add new people to their team and connect with other teams. So it was really an opportunity to kind of step outside your comfort zone, mix and mingle in a group of people with shared interests with you and just learn and grow and develop. And being an introvert that I am, that's not my normal take. I usually go to the party with a friend and we're going to sit in the back and we're going to people watch all night long. That is my truth. However, going to this summit convention actually pushed me to step outside of that truth and live another truth and discover that I actually enjoyed it. I've already bought my ticket for next year. I'm super excited about going. So I said all that just to say that if, you know, you ever get an opportunity to go somewhere or do something or be a part of something, don't shy away from it because you don't know anyone there or you feel like it's going to be awkward, because chances are you're not going to be the only one there that doesn't know anyone else there. And maybe the two of you can connect and build a friendship or at least a companionship so that you have someone to share your interests and your passions with. Said all that, I did want to share with you just really quick, it lasts 1 minute, a slideshow of some of the pictures that I took while I was there. So let's hit play on this one. All right, so that's that. Let me figure out how to cut this thing off. There we go. Okay, so that's just a small, very small preview of some of the photos that I took while I was at Summit. Again, it was a wonderful opportunity. I left my theme song when I walked out of the building was "Girl on Fire," because I truly felt when I left there that I could do anything I wanted to do as long as I put my mind to it and work. So said all that to say, coming back home to my group of you lovely ladies, I've decided to make some changes in the group. A lot of new and exciting ideas came to mind as I was sitting in the Summit Auditorium. And I was like, well, wait a minute, before I start trying to remix and, you know, shake things up a little bit, let me just reach out to you guys and see what are some of your thoughts. So, giveaway time. So what I am going to do is I will be sending each of you a link to complete a survey. And once you've completed it, you can just hit submit. It should take you truly 5 minutes at the most to complete the survey. I think there's like 5 or 6 questions. on there. Jan or Ashley, you can comment. I think it's like 5 or 6 questions. Takes 5 or 6 minutes to complete. If possible, please try to complete it as soon as possible, because I like to start doing some planning and organizing this weekend. So Monday when we start, we can get things off strong. But for everyone that completes the survey, I'm going to put your name in a drawing, and then Monday night we will have another team call, and I will pick the winner live from that drawing. So make sure you check your Facebook Messenger. I will post underneath this video that I'm also going to be doing the giveaway. So make sure that you check your Facebook Messenger. Make sure that you complete the survey. Once I received it, I'll put your name in the bucket for the drawing, and then we will announce the winner on Monday. Another good thing about Summit, I picked up a lot of merch. So there's a lot of opportunities in the next coming weeks and the next coming challenges to win things, because I bought a lot of stuff thinking about you guys. So enough on the summit that I attended, and I wanted to just mention to everyone, please, please, please do not forget that we will be having a local summit in Nashville next weekend. The dates are July, well, it's actually only one day. It's on a Saturday. It's July the 27th. The event runs from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Last year, I want to say it finished at probably about 12, a little bit after 12, maybe closer to 1 o'clock. So it's not going to take your entire day. I usually pull out of Memphis about 8 o'clock in the morning or a little bit before then, not before 7:30, but about 8 o'clock in the morning. And then, or you know what, maybe I'll leave about 7. I'll post the details and the link on there so you'll know for sure exactly what time I'll be pulling out. But if you want to ride with me, I have 7 seats that I can fit going there. Again, it's just a go, turn around and come back kind of trip. So if you think it's something you may be interested in, I highly encourage you. I would love to have each and every one of you there. I would love to have to ask my husband to drive so we can take 2 cars full of Fit for Life checks. So that is on July the 27th. There is absolutely no monetary fee involved. Coaches have to pay for our teams, but my fee covers anyone on my team that would like to attend. So I highly encourage you, if you don't have anything to do, you're bored that day, you just want to get out about, you know, go to Nashville.
Don't forget about lunch.
For lunch, exactly. You need to also bring you a lunch, sack lunch. It can be snacks, it can be just little small portable snackables, it can be carrots, tomatoes. I say this and you think I'm like bluffing, but when it was break time, everyone in there was popping Tupperware. It was so amazing to me because they had told us to bring a lunch or bring something to eat, bring a water bottle, because there is a workout. There will be a workout done in the room that we host the meeting. So the attire is workout clothes. You won't need a change of clothes. You will need some water, a water bottle, or like a, you know, the thermos, a water thermos or whatever. And then something to eat or some snacks, because they won't provide any food. And you may start to get a little hungry depending on what time you head out. But there were so many women there just pulling out carrots and vegetables and little small sandwiches and beach bars and shakes. And it was just like, oh, wow, these chicks are for real about their health and nutrition. So with that said, again, it's July the 27th. I'll be pulling out sometime that Saturday morning in order to get us there by 10 o'clock. It's over with, I believe, around 12 or 1 was it when we left last year. So it won't be all day. We'll be back at home probably before it gets dark, since it doesn't get dark till like 8 o'clock. So just be thinking, if you have nothing to do and you want to get out the house, leave a comment below. I'm going to pin this announcement to the top of the group. Leave a comment below so that I'll get a head count of who all is coming. I will need to know who all is going to come by the 25th. So that'll be 2 days before. Just to give me enough time to know if I need to make additional arrangements, which hopefully I will. And yeah, I think that is about all that I had to say for tonight. I am going to open it up to if anyone had any questions. Just let me know and I'll put you on and we can talk about it.
I have a question. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you going to post anything that can help us if we want to go to the next summit, like a link to find information for us, the cost of tickets, hotels and stuff for the next summit?
Great question. Well, the first criteria in order to go to Summit is that you have to be a coach. So what I can do is I can send you some information on signing up to become a coach. Once you become a coach, then you'll get access to all that kind of information. But you can't go unless you're a coach. Normally, the ticket runs about $295, and then the hotel rooms range anywhere from like $175 a night up to $550 a night. It's in New Orleans, so if you have like an Airbnb or something like that that you want to stay at, that's what a lot of girls do. A lot of people go in and they'll get like 3-4 roommates together just to break up the cost of, actually going to the event. As far as your food and transportation, that's, again, all up to you. There are no shuttles from the hotels to the event. It is either Uber, Lyft, or taxi, or you can, of course, drive your vehicle if you choose. Parking is usually hectic because everybody's trying to arrive at the same time and leave at the same time. That's one of the drawbacks as far as not staying close to the venue, is because it's not like people are coming and going at different times. Everything starts at 9 o'clock. Everything stops at 12 o'clock. Everything starts back at 2 o'clock. So it's like when everything stops at 2, everyone is going to get lunch. It's not like this group gets out at 1, this group gets out at 1:30. It's like the doors open and the people of the church go forth. It's truly like a spilling out of bodies into the streets. So food is available either on site. Again, you can purchase the sack lunches, and I didn't do that this year. I was just told that most people like to get out and try the local stuff. We had a food truck row. We had one row that was full of nothing but food trucks. I'm not sure if they're going to have that in New Orleans or not, but usually there is some eating places. If not close to the hotel, close to the convention center, you'll just have to keep in mind that the lines are long to eat. I was going to go to Panera one morning and grab a breakfast sandwich, and it was like 1 hour and 45 minutes just for anything hot. You could get bagels all day, but if you wanted something hot, it was going to take about 1 hour and 45. Another thing I want to caution you on is if you are thinking about going, I would tell you to book your travel for Wednesday, to try to get there Wednesday. I got there this year on Thursday. Next year, I'll be getting there on a Wednesday, just because there's so much going on Thursday. When you get there, you feel like you're there and you start, as opposed to getting there, unpacking your suitcase, kind of walking around, figuring out where everything is, not getting some of the green out of your system, and then waking up Thursday and being able to take off the kickoff and everything in with everyone else. As opposed to, I got there at like 11 o'clock Thursday, 1 o'clock check-in, 2:30 we had to meet up, 2:30 to 5:30 was our little meet and greet, 5:30 we had to be at open session, and it was just back to back to back to back. So I would recommend, if you're going to go and sign up, that you definitely get there on a Wednesday, and then I wouldn't leave before noon on Sunday. Again, I didn't know this year, but there's always kind of a mini conference after the big conference just to teach you how to organize and put your action plan in place. So allow a little bit more time. Don't like run out on a 5 o'clock a.m. flight like I did this year, because there's always some after summit event for you to attend as well. So I can definitely post the link in the group on how to become a coach. And then after that, there'll be plenty of information on the summit. But yes, I can post both of those.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying something about you gonna have something going on so we can win prizes. What was that?
Completing the survey. For everyone that's, I'm going to Facebook message everyone survey. And so once you complete it, it'll send me an email saying that you so-and-so has submitted the survey. Once I get that email receipt back, I'm going to put your name in a drawing. And then Monday night on our team call, I'm going to do it live to give away the winner. Just a little cute initiative to get everyone, because I can only make the group as good as I know what I would like to do, but I don't know what would help you guys. And so the best way to find out is just to ask. So this is kind of my opportunity to say, hey, what are your thoughts? What is some of your input? What is some of your feedback? I can collect and gather all the information and then make tweaks accordingly.
Gotcha.
All right, we got anything else?
I don't have anything else.
I don't. Oh, did you get my survey?
I honestly have not checked my email since yesterday morning because I lost my password. My password was saved on my phone, lost that. So I've got to do some diagnostic testing, but I will let you know.
You can go to your settings and look at all your passwords.
Yeah, I know, but I reset it and then it sent me a link to reset it. And once you reset, the old one doesn't work anymore. So even if you go put it in there, it's going to kick that one out. So it's just a whole process. But I'll let you know if I don't have it. I'll check after the call.
Okay.
Well, all right, chicks. I guess that wraps up tonight's call. This will be recorded in case you got on late or had to get off early or you just couldn't make it at all. I hope everyone has a fantastic week. I'm about to go shower because I stink, and I will talk to you ladies later.
All right.